All Denver here from overclockaddiction.net, bringing an unboxing today of the motherboard we will be using in our how to build a home theater PC tutorial series. This is the Asrock H67M-Itx motherboard. The board is a B3 revision, which means it does not have any of the P67 SATA problems. It supports Windows 7. It's compatible with Windows 7, supports Intel, the second series Intel Core processors from i3 to i7, and is on the Intel H67 chipset, which has dedicated graphics. It has a 1-year extended warranty, which we'll get into a little bit later. We'll look around the box. As you can see, we already talked about the front. Go ahead and on the right, you got no real information on the right hand side, no real information on the top, same thing for the left hand side. But on the back we see that it has one PCI Express 2.0 16X slot, it supports dual channel DDR3 RAM at 1333 MHz, has Asrock, it has two SATA 3 ports, which is 6 gigabytes a second, has Asrock's DuraCap 100% Japan-made high-quality conductive polymer capacitors. Put over the mouthful, no pun intended. Has a multi-VGA output options, has a D-sub, has a DVI port, and an HDMI port. Presumed by D-sub they mean VGA, but not 100% sure. It has VGA, DVI, and HDMI. We'll leave it at that. It supports Intel K series unlocked CPU, although you cannot overclock, or cannot really, as it's the H67 platform or chipset. Does not support overclocking. It has a PCIe gigabit LAN connector, one eSATA 2 external SATA 2 port. It's two USB 3.0 ports on the back, and it has 7.1 channel HD audio. Continuing on, go ahead and take the camera a little bit. Like I said, it has Asrock's XFast USB technology, faster than your imagination. See how that works. Don't need it. I'm not going to really talk about any of that. It supports Intel Intru 3D, stereoscopic 3D Blu-ray playback experience, full 1080p resolution over HDMI 1.4a. It has a UEFI BIOS, I guess. It's not really called BIOS anymore, but it's a little bit complicated. Don't really need to get into that in an unboxing. It has AXTU, which looks like a tuning program, which is kind of irrelevant considering we have an H67 platform or chipset, which means you can't, and you get a free gift. You got those little cartoon 3D glasses. Alright, we're going to go ahead and open it up. From the top, you got your manual in English, Dutch, French, Italian, Spanish, something Turkish, Chinese, Japanese, a couple other languages. Doing my best at not very bilingual, I'm not good with a whole bunch of languages. Got some information on Asrock's XFast technology. I've heard in some forums that it's not very good. It's kind of junk. Pull out the tab, you have your motherboard. Now, I know they're supposed to be SATA, but this one did not come with it, unfortunately, as it was purchased online and did not have it. But it's not a problem, as I have more than I definitely need. Go ahead and slide it out. We're not going to use this because it's conductive on the outside. We're going to go ahead and use this box. Flip it around and zoom in. So there you go, the motherboard is unboxed. Camera off the tripod so you can get a closer look at it itself. So we're going to start at the bottom. You've got your PCIe PCI Express 2.0 16X slot, with a locking mechanism. You got your 2 RAM DIMMs. Supports up to 16 gigs of RAM if you do want to install a 8 gig RAM card or RAM stick. In this middle to lower end area, you have your socket, your PC, your 1155 socket, which supports, like I said, i3 up to i7. Do not try and put a 1156; it will damage it. It's not backwards compatible. Moving on, you have a 4-pin supplementary CPU power supply. Got what looks like an audio, as it's behind the audio jack. Moving on, you have a battery, so remember some settings. You have your e-tron Tech USB 3.0 chip, I presume. So that's what it looks like. You have your front panel I/O connectors here. You have your SATA 6, it looks like your SATA 2 ports and your SATA 6 ports. Got front USB 2.0 headers, and you've got another header, I'm not quite sure what that is. You've got what looks like, might be, no, I'm not sure, I'm not even gonna bother. Moving on, you have your 24-pin. Just double check that. 1, 2, 2. Yep, 24-pin. You've got your speaker connection for your motherboard speaker. Alright. Got a jumper there. Not 100% sure. Everything on a mini i.Itx board is a little bit different, so there's no way without having the chart in front of you, which you might be able to get. I was right about the audio, right about the front I/O. Alright. You got your chipset cooler, which is actually very nice. Actually, I like that a lot. Hey. Alright, so let's take a look at the back I/O panel, which is about as long as the motherboard, which is how small they are. You got your USB 2.0 ports. It looks like a keyboard. It shouldn't be. I don't think it's both, as it's not split in half. So it's weird. You got a VGA port. You got a DVI. You got your HDMI. Just a little. Since it's the H67 or the H67 chipset, it does support onboard graphics. The P67 chipset does not, but it does supports overclocking. The Z68 chipset supports both. So if you can, get a Z68. Moving on, you got more USB 2.0 ports, external eSATA port, USB 3.0 ports, your gigabit LAN, your 7.1 channel audio, and that's about it. Well, that concludes our unboxing of the Asrock H67M-Itx Motherboard. If you enjoyed it, click that subscribe button and head on over to overclockaddiction.net for more.